Hello everyone and welcome.
Hello, and welcome to the 095 Showcase stream. My name is Beta, you already know me. This is Kix, you already know him as well. And we want to welcome you all for joining us in celebration of 095, the last big update before Y 1.0. So, welcome everybody. Once again, I said it 3 times already in the last minute, but that doesn't matter. So today, before we have our streamers competing in the community event that we have prepared for them, as is tradition right now, we are going to be here live showcasing you our latest build and all the good stuff, the biggest stuff that you can find in the updates that will come to the rest of you really soon. So I hope you're all prepared. Hope you are all excited that that trailer, which is also kind of a teaser for things to come, highly requested things, more of a progression of the storyline, and let's get to it best way that we can.
Of course,
So
let's switch up to the game where we will showcase some of the upcoming features.
So here we are. We are in the 095 build, getting straight to it. So first thing that we are going to cover here is the highly requested feature that you're going to be looking. You might already see it in the tab right now under 5. That is right, tutorials and Codex is finally in the game, which means for the new players is going to be a big thing because they can now finally find all the controls, everything that a lot of you already know. That's so many of it, features and different controls in the game. Right now you can see right here everything is explained in a nice UI. For instance, welcome to the island, that will introduce you to the basic things like health, stamina, energy reserves, water reserves, how that works, movement, basic movement, what are the controls for that. And do not worry, even if you have to change your controls. For instance, if you have a French keyboard, which is a different layout, when you change a key, it will also show on the Codex the correct key that you changed. So even if you're a returning player and you can't remember all the controls, do not worry, the Codex has you covered. And you can find everything here, from crafting, health, metabolism, every single feature that has been implemented up to this point, including all of the features implemented right now, you will see here. And not only all of the features that you already know, some of them you might not even know. For instance, some people do not know about the difficulty index of going uphill, downhill. So for all the new players and all the experienced players, we cannot wait for you to check it out and see it for yourself. Next up, we have a highly requested feature and one of the biggest QoL updates that we have implemented so far, and that is crafting rework. Yes, crafting a rework. For instance, for here right now, we're going to have prepared here a couple of sticks. You might saw something on the left. We're going to showcase that later on. I'm pretty sure that's going to get you excited as well. But right now we're going to take out a couple of sticks to showcase how crafting rework is doing it right now. So immediately you can see big changes in the crafting rework right now, from where on the left side before you would already have a recipe for the item that you chose. You can now actually keep an eye on your inventory and your vicinity and choose which materials you want to use for crafting. So no longer needed to go one free on hotkeys to choose materials and how to craft it, Other thing is search bar. Finally, we have the search bar. So for instance, if I wanna craft, let's say, a bag, I can put it in the search bar and it will show me the sandbag. Other than that, we also have it all right now categorized in a nice, neat UI. You can see right here. So for instance, if I want some clothing or a backpack or something, you can find it here. Everything is nice and neat right now. So you might be wondering, okay, cool. So how do I know what I need to craft it? So let's say I want to make wooden arrows. For instance, we prepared the sticks over here and I have wooden arrows right here. On the bottom right of your screen, you will see 3 new buttons.
Well, maybe just a little bit if we move a bit, they will be able to see. I'm
Oh, yeah. Hold on, let us move a bit so you can see it right now. There you go. Okay, you're not going to be seeing us right now a little bit, but when we go to the left one, you will see all the details, and you can find something here on the upper right corner. You are familiar with the function at the traders, but for now, let's focus on the star. You can actually favorite what you are mostly used to crafting for, if it's lockpicks, if it's arrows, whatever that you need, and you usually have to find it and all that, bam, you favorite and it's always available right here. Now, let's try and craft right now. We will be back right here. So, we have the crafting recipe, we have the sticks, we have the metal saw. Before, on the old system, you would have to click for every single and each of the arrows individually. For right now, let's say I want to make 3 arrows. I will just click, simple, right click to reduce, left click to increase, and then I just press craft. And the character will automatically craft 3 arrows. No longer do you have to stay and click. We have finally managed through the rework to implement it. Other thing is, let's add some more sticks. This is also a highly requested one. So right now we have 7. Let's say I don't want to click. I just have 7 sticks and I just want to make arrows out of all of it. Here, let's move away a little bit more kicks. You have the autocraft button. You just press autocraft, and as long as you have the materials to craft the item, your character will continue crafting that item. Yes, finally, all of the QOL additions that you have been requested for years now are finally in the game, and crafting is something that is going to be a much more pleasant experience in the game. But for the rest of it, we will let you look at it, figure it out for yourself once the update drops to you. But also on the same crafting up here, you can see the same is for base building, cooking. It is all nice and neat in one singular UI, and with a lot of QOL additions that we have added in. So next up that we're going to showcase is some of the new items that you are going to be finding on the island. First up, we have the improvised flamethrower. Yep, you can now craft your own flamethrower. The same thing that has been chasing you all this time, either from Mex or from Mr. Brenner, you can use that tool on other players now as well. Whether if it's to clear the room, or there's a pesky sniper in a bush and you don't know exactly where it is, just go nuts. Go nuts, and you will just clear all the way through. Next up, we have the UMP. No, wait, UMP, you might say that's the old item. Yes, it is. But what we have on the UMP is not. From now on, a 45 caliber is going to have its own suppressor. Before, the 9mm and the 45 caliber shared the same suppressor. Not realistic, not really how it works, so we have added a new suppressor in the game. Snipers, this one is for you. We have a new scope, the Mosinagant PU scope. Yes, the Mosinagant right now has its own scope, which means the ZF scope for Car 98 will no longer go for the Mosin, but for the history buffs such as myself, this is a big thing, because this scope is one of the most legendary scopes ever made. And finally, the final item that we're going to showcase right now is the one, the only, the Scar H in a DMR configuration. Chambered in 308 round, 20 round magazine capacity, and it hits like a brick. It is going to be one, if not the favorite weapon for a lot of you on the island, because this thing is a beauty.
It's really pleasant to play with it. The feel is just
yes,
something else.
The kick, the sound. We're not going to be shooting it right now, because that will come later when we showcase you the feature after the update is named for, because we don't really want to attract puppets right now. But later on, you're going to see it in action. Right now, we're just gonna holster it. We're gonna need it for later. As you can see, we have already prepared ammo for it and all that, so we're good to go. Now, for the next feature, thing that is being added.
Something that was asked quite a lot as well.
You have asked for it. Nay, you have pestered us for it, bombarded us. Here it is.
It's back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pickup truck is back in all of its modular glory. There it is, the first, the last, 6 seats, big hole, able to do whatever you want to do, same as the modular vehicles, whether it's to take off doors, add a lot more things. It's back. So let's take it for a spin.
Let's go a bit. This will especially be really nice for